Inspiration, motivation, and encouragement is brewing. Welcome to the Tea Time with Tan podcast, where you experience innovative solutions and creative ideas designed for your colossal dream success. Let's sip. Here's your host, Tan.
Hello, and welcome to the Tea Time with Tan podcast show. This is your host, Tan Tate, coming to you from the great state of Texas, little town called Channelview, right on the outskirts of Houston. Listen, I'm so glad that you are taking the time to sip tea with me today. The tea is going to be real good, you guys. So thank you. If you're a first-time listener, one of the things that we do here before we begin is we like to have our get it together moment, where we take 60 seconds just to get together, clear our minds, make sure we have pen, paper, your tea time journal to take your notes so that we can enjoy the tea that we are about to sip. Let me tell you, this tea today, it is real good. So you know what to do. Go ahead and get yourself together. And while you do that, I want to take this opportunity to thank our repeat listeners, welcome our first-time listeners, and I want to welcome the country of Saudi Arabia. Thank you for listening in Saudi Arabia. We appreciate you so much. Thank you. And if you're not connected with me on social media, please do so that you can get a continual refuel of inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. And be sure to check out my blog, the Tea Blog. Head over to iamtantate.com, sign up so that you can get email notifications of when the blog is there, and also receive specials from my life coaching services. And listen, if you haven't checked me out on the Get in the Game Facebook Live show that I host, it's a life skills show to help you colossal size how you're living. Please be sure to do so. We air on Saturdays at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, you just about ready? How y'all doing out there? Yes. We're going to get started here in a second. Listen, we have some new and exciting things coming up for Tea Time with Tan, the podcast show. So make sure you stay connected so you can be in the know. Just a few more seconds. All right, let's get this party started, or shall I say this tea. So, hello, May. May is the 5th month of the year, and it also happens to be my birthday month, y'all. So you know I am celebrating all month long. Actually, I'm celebrating all year long because every day that we wake up is a day of celebration, at least for me anyway. So we'll be celebrating all month long. That's why I want you to get connected with me so you can be a part of the celebrations. But as we welcome in May, we're going to be talking about inspiration this month. You know, previously we had a month of motivation, we had a month of encouragement, and now we're on inspiration. And those three things, inspiration, motivation, and encouragement, are a part of my personal brand. That is what I live, that is what I breathe. Inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. So we're going to focus on inspiration this month. We're going to focus on the who, the what, and the why of inspiration. So today we're going to be talking about the who of inspiration. And you may be kind of scratching your head and you may be thinking, the who of inspiration? What could that possibly mean? Well, the who, as it relates to this episode, is you. Y-O-U. We're going to talk about some things to help you become the who of your inspiration. Now listen, there's nothing wrong with being inspired by others. But I want to encourage you to become inspired by you. Let you be the who. You know, once before I talked about when I go into an office space where people are working and they have portraits of their loved ones on their desk. You know, you see the husband, you see the kids, grandparents, the pets, just whatever. Rarely do I see a picture of the individual. And normally when I begin talking to them, they'll be like, yeah, this is my inspiration, or this is my motivation, or this is my encouragement. Well, I want to encourage you to know that you should be your number one reason for inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. And here's one reason why. Because you have weathered the storms, or you are weathering a storm. You are victorious. You are braver than what you think. You are more beautiful than what you see. So you need to be the who of your inspiration. And I always like to give a definition of the topic or word that I'm using. So the definition for inspiration is the process of being mentally stimulated to feel or do something. So what does that look like? Get up. Get up right now. Yes, I know you're like, what? Get up, get up. I'm driving. Well, if you're driving, just look in your rear view mirror. Look in your side view mirror. What is it that you see? Think about it. Yeah, I know your hair may be black and may be blonde. I know your eyes may be hazel. They may be brown. I think hazel, brown, same difference, right? Whatever. But I'm not talking about your outward appearance. I'm asking you, what is it that you see? You should see your vision. You should see your goals, and you should be stimulated to do something that moves you closer to that vision, closer to your goals, closer to your dreams. You should be your greatest inspiration. And again, it's okay to be inspired by others, but nobody, no thing should get you moving like you do. Because when you're looking in the mirror, you should see God's greatest creation. I know you may be going through a storm. I know you may see obstacles right now. I know depression may be trying to show up, or you may be going through a moment of dealing with grief, dealing with loss. I know that life happens, but what I am encouraging you to do is to always see who God created. He created greatness in you. He created uniqueness in you. There are things that only you can do. There are 7.7 estimated billion people on this planet called Earth. It's probably more than that by now. But there are things that only you can do. And that should fuel your inspiration. So when you begin to look in the mirror, when you go get ready to begin your day, when you stop in the restroom to do what you need to do, and you do a mirror check. Every time you look in the mirror, your check should be, I'm greatness. I'm my vision. I'm my goals. I am achieving what I set out to do. That's what you should see every time you look in the mirror. And then you should be stimulated to move and do something that brings to fruition what you spoke. So if you looked in the mirror just now and you said, I am a renowned medical doctor, then you want to make sure your goals are moving you towards getting your medical degree, whatever it is you need to do to complete and bring what you saw to fruition. You should be your best stimulation. And am I saying that you're going to always feel stimulated? You're going to always feel inspired? No, I'm not saying that, because I understand life happens. But what you need to do is have an inspiration plan of action. So when life creeps in and you're no longer feeling inspired, you can go to your action plan and say, okay, let me do this, because I need to realign with my inspiration for myself. You deserve it. Now, I want to give you some tips to help get you inspired. First, calm your mind. Remove all the clutter. Remove all the negativity. Remove all the obstacles. Begin to speak to your mind. Begin to say, I have the peace that surpasses all understanding. Begin to tell your mind, you need to calm down. Do meditation exercises. Whatever it takes to calm your mind, that is what you need to do. Next tip, keep an open mind. No one knows it all. Be coachable. Be teachable. Be approachable. Receive feedback from others so that you can grow as you go through. And be expecting to find inspiration. When you look in the mirrors, expect to see inspiration waiting there. Expect to greet it with a smile. Expect to look at yourself and say, yes, I am the greatest. Muhammad Ali, he became the greatest because he spoke. He was the greatest. I am the greatest. I am the greatest. Say it with me. I am the greatest. I am the greatest. I am the greatest. Listen, let the past be just that, the past. Hopefully you learned from it. You've evolved from it. But don't stay in it. Because if you stay in the past, you will live in the past. Be inspired to speak less and listen more. Here's where inspiration from others come in. But if you're the one that's always doing the speaking and talking, then you're going to miss something. And the last tip, and I know you may say, well, how do I stay in tune? But I'm sure you'll find a way, is stop watching the news. You know, if you watch it in the morning, you watch it in the noonday, you listen to it on your car, you see it on Facebook. Stop watching the news. Be inspired to do more reading, listening to music that gets you going. Because you don't have to know everything that's wrong with the world, but you should know everything that's wrong with you. So begin to focus on you. See your greatness. See who you are. Remember, you are the who of your inspiration. You are the who of the inspiration. So the next time when someone asks you, well, who inspires you? Lead off with yourself. I inspire me because I know that I am the greatest. I am working towards my goals. I see a vision. I am a visionary. I have a plan of action. I am inspiration. I live inspiration. I breathe inspiration. Remember, you are the who of the inspiration. Until the next time, remember, all days are good and some are just better. And here's your closing motivation point for today. You were created. You are created for greatness. So today in your journey, be sure to thank someone along the way who has helped you in your journey. I'm thanking you for helping me in my journey. I appreciate each and every one of you. Be inspired to be the who of your journey. Until the next time, this is Tan. Talk to you later.